What's up guys? Welcome everyone. Today we'll have a short video where I'm going to share the Carista app with you. It's an update, seriously, you have no idea how many people ask me for it. Seriously, literally every day. This time I didn't release this app. For those who don't know, Carista is a paid app and it's not cheap, but it was shared with me via private message on Instagram. Bro, you know who you are, I really appreciate it, thanks for sharing. Well, he doesn't want me to mention him, but thank you very much, seriously. Well, this app is in its most recent version. It's very difficult to release this app. In fact, I already have a video with a much older version and I'm going to share it with you too. I'll leave you the link, but obviously the update is better. Well, let's take a look at its features a little bit. As we know, those who don't know, with this application we can customize hidden functions of our vehicle, which can be enabled at the dealership, but obviously it involves an exaggerated amount of money, it is very expensive. And well, for example, right now we are going to see how we are going to be able to modify the functions of the cluster between the windows, to be able to lower them with the control, raise them, the sunroof, to be able to open it, to be able to close it, among many other functions. Activate and deactivate, the lights of our vehicle. For example, these summer lights that nobody likes, but that in many countries are activated, we are going to be able to do it. It is especially for many brands, but they use it a lot for the back group, for example, Volkswagen, Audi, among many others, right? Yes, etc. And well, as I mentioned, the application is called Carista. This is going to be an update in its latest version. One of the functions that people love to customize with this application is the needle sweep. Unfortunately, it can be done in my car because it's a Jetta, it's a 2008 Bora, it can be done from 2010 onwards, and unfortunately I can't show it to you. I'm going to leave you a short video so you can see how it can be done in these vehicles. When you turn the key, the needles turn clockwise and then go back, performing a function that looks very sporty. They look really cool, guys. But even so, there are many customizations that can be made to these cars in the back group, even if they're not in the back group. That's the cool thing about this Carista application, which also works for all brands, specifically on some models, not all. That's why I invite you to validate it first on the official website. I'm going to leave you an image so you can more or less see what I'm talking about. You can validate on the website if your vehicle is compatible with customization. You will definitely be able to erase error codes, even those error codes that are erased with an agency scanner. For example, if you have faults in the airbag, which is where you can't erase it with any scanner, you can with this application. And well, for that, obviously, we need an OBD2 device. These are economical and they work. It's the Element 327. As you can see, mine is very old because I use it quite a bit with this application. And well, don't buy it here in Mexico, although this one only works with version 1.5. Don't buy it here in Mexico because they're clones, so it won't work for you. I'll leave you the link so you can buy it in Chinese stores. Very good, so that it can work for you. Obviously, it also works with the original device, which is the Carista, and it also works with one that I saw in cars and another one that's also called Engine, among others that it does work, but the one I can assure you is the Element 327 version 1.5. Okay, now we're going to look for the slot where our OBD2 goes in, and now we're going to proceed to see the application so that you can see some examples of customization. And how cool, seriously, now we'll have an update. Now, once we locate the OBD2 port of our vehicle, we're going to insert our OBD2 device into that slot. For example, in my car it's on the bottom, more or less at this point. Okay, we see that it lights up a little bit. And now, we're going to proceed to open our car key so that it turns on the cluster of our vehicle. And the first thing we'll have to do is in the application. First we're going to go to the Bluetooth functions. Okay? Once we're in the Bluetooth functions, we're going to look for the one that marks us as OBD2. Okay, we're going to link it in OBD2. It's going to ask you for a password. It's probably 1, 2, 3, 4 or 40 or 41. Okay, if you buy it new, it's going to tell you in the manual what the password is. Once it's linked, let's look for the application and open it. Okay, remember, we click on the application and as you can see, the interface is very different from the one I used to use with the other application. We're going to click on Connect and wait for it to make contact with the OBD2. Okay, it's looking for it here. It warns us that we'll have to have the key open. Okay, here we see the options, but obviously the one we're interested in is the one that tells us about customization. Okay, We click on customize and it'll start loading. It'll start making contact with the vehicle's computer again, looking for possible customizations for our vehicle. We wait until it finishes, until it reaches 100%. Once it reaches 100%, it'll show us a list of everything we can customize in our vehicle. For example, in chassis and engine, we'll be able to enter and we'll see that it'll be able to configure the TPMS, which is this little light that detects flat tires. Okay. Obviously, in my case, I have it enabled, but we can disable it. Very good. Now we're going to go back. This is going to be very brief, guys, because there are so many things that we can customize. We're going to focus on the most important ones, for example, alarm sounds. Obviously, in seatbelt warning, well, we all want it to warn us when we don't have our seatbelt on. Otherwise, it gives us an alert, and if we disable this function, it could be dangerous. Very good. We exit and now we click back again in instruments and language. For example, this is where my car is legalized in America. By default, it came in miles. Okay, if you notice, it's already in kilometers. You can see it here, but let's change it, for example, to the United States. In the United States, we click it and then, if you notice, we have the little lock open. Very good, you can see it here. Let me focus it a bit and then we'll click on save and it will automatically change to miles, which also makes a sound because we have the door open. Very good, it is customized according to the region. We already have it in miles. It also changes the degrees to Fahrenheit and not to Celsius. But in my case, obviously, I have it in Europe so that it shows me in kilometers. We choose Europe and click on save changes again and it will change to kilometers. Done. And also to Celsius. Okay, those are the functions of the cluster. If in my car, as I mentioned from the beginning, we could do the needle sweep, we would have the option here, but unfortunately it is not possible. Well, let's continue now with more functions. For example, the living room lights functions. I have it disabled because I don't like the lights to stay on for a while when we turn off our vehicle. That's why I have it disabled, but we can still enable them. Let's save. Load and make them work. Okay, now we're going to briefly see the outside, but in my case I want them disabled. Okay, let's disable them again. Disable. Save. If you notice, all the locks are open because the application is unlocked. And well, we click back. Among many other functions, for example, the side lights. Let's see the lights of some so you can see that I'm talking about the summer mode, but we have to do it from the outside of the car. Okay, we go to the daytime running lights function and as you can see, the vehicle's lights are off because I have the summer mode off. Now we're going to click on side lights and we're going to click on turn signals and turn on all the lights. Very good, and we're going to see how they turn on. We click on save and they'll turn on automatically. Okay, the daytime running lights are on, which is why they're not used much here in Mexico, or there are a lot of people who aren't really interested in them because after a long time the headlights burn out, so they turn very yellow, etc. That's why I turn them off. So let's turn on all the lights again. We're going to turn them off and save the changes and they'll turn off. Done. Okay, that's the summer mode that we can disable, which many people also use because it's very useful. Now let's see the functions with the control. Okay, I already have the keys. Now let me show you before enabling them with the app that we can't lower the windows and we hold down the button to open the alarm or deactivate it. Okay, there you can see by pressing the light in the windows. They don't go down and the sunroof doesn't open. Okay, that's because it's not enabled. Some vehicles, depending on the price or model, come by default with the option to lower and raise the windows, but not in my car. So thanks to this application, it is possible to do so. Very good, we see that it does not go down. Now let me enable the function again, but to do so we still have to turn on the key and access the application again to enable it. Very good, we are back in the vehicle. Now we are going to look for the option to be able to lower and raise the windows of our car with the help of our remote control. To do this, we look for the option for windows and sunroof. We click on it and we are going to look for the second option that tells us to open and close the windows and the sunroof with a long press on the remote control. We click on it. As you can see, it is set to no. We click on yes and we are going to save the changes immediately. Okay, they are automatically saved there. Now to validate it, we are going to turn off the key and now we are going to do the test. The windows are closed. Now if we press the button to deactivate the alarm and hold it, the windows should go down. Okay. Now we're going to raise them with the button to enable the alarm. We hold it down and they automatically go up. And if we keep holding it down, the sunroof will close. Very good, we hold it down. And it will close automatically. In my car model, it doesn't open. For example, if we keep the alarm open, it only opens the windows, but the sunroof, even if I hold it down, doesn't open. It's because of my vehicle model, okay? Well, guys, this doesn't work for all vehicles. That's why I told you from the beginning to look for the option on the official Carista website to see if your vehicle is compatible for customization or for all customizations. Okay? Obviously, as I mentioned, we will be able to factory reset the maintenance between fault scans, etc. It's a really cool application and well, there you have it. After a long time, I finally brought you the update and well, I hope you liked today's video. I'll be posting it every time an update is released, since the application is very expensive. Well, now, guys, I'll say goodbye and not without first thanking you for being here. If you liked it, you know what to do, give it a like. I invite you to subscribe and share it. And now, guys, until next time.